This is TWiT.
$20 bump, right, in a yearly fee.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me mad because they say, well, we got to pass along costs. And it's like, well, wait a minute. What exactly am I paying for? Is it Prime Video? Is that why Amazon Prime's going up? Is it your rocket to the moon, Jeff? Is it your new yacht that they're going to dismantle a bridge in Holland for? What exactly am I paying for? I think the mistake of going up by that much, $140 a year, is that it does make people think about it and say, is it worth what I'm getting? What did you decide, Nicholas?
Yeah, well, I spent several hours, I guess the day after that was announced, kind of researching, getting the sentiment online. What are people feeling about this? Maybe or maybe not. We will do a story on reevaluating your relationship to all these companies. But I think the thing it triggered in people, like I said earlier, was that it just kind of like, what am I paying for? $20 a year is less than $2 a month, which I'll say two things about, because I saw a lot of comments about this too. Oh, it's only $2. Okay, well, A, that's not the point. And B, this is something that's drilled into me from being at Consumer Reports. It's like people have budgets. Money does not grow on trees, whether it's $2 or $2,000. People have money allocated that they spend every month. And for you to ask all of a sudden, well, here's an extra $2 a month. Okay, yeah, maybe most people can swing that, but maybe they can't. So that's one thing. And then when they try to justify it by saying, oh, well, we have the NFL on Thursdays. I don't know if there's a thing on this planet I care less about than the NFL.
I don't want to help pay for the NFL. Right.
I don't care. If the NFL disappears tomorrow, I'll be like, what are you even talking about? And I suspect a lot of nerds are the same way. This is not relevant to me in the slightest. Now, I will say, at the end of all of that, I did run the numbers and what services am I paying for? Spotify and Qobuz and Google One Storage. I did all the math, and as it turns out, for someone literally with my specific set of services, it does make sense to keep Prime. If anything else, it makes sense to go even further into the Amazon ecosystem because I personally can save money by doing Prime and Amazon Music Unlimited because they have the hi-fi that saves me from having to pay for Spotify or Qobuz. They're very, very specific reasons, but it's the type of thing where it's like you should go over with a fine-tooth comb who are you giving money to every single month. I get the sense that a lot of consumers out there, $5 here, they don't really think of it. But I'm here to tell you that stuff adds up. And all these little streaming services they want you to subscribe to watch the flavor of the month television show, which is invariably, who cares? It's great. Let's say it's great. Whatever. It's like these things cost money and money doesn't grow on trees. So I really do think that asking people, a little more, it may just backfire because I don't know that people are going to put up with it. It certainly is. If you're a family with never mind inflation. Have you bought like a pound of chicken breast recently or milk? Like prices are going up very, very high, and now Prime wants more money. I don't know. I don't think it's a good look, especially given how much money Amazon made through the pandemic and through this recent quarter. Now they're like an advertising juggernaut. So you want an extra $2 a month out of me? Why don't you just, it just smells fishy. So that's my.
It's also the case that Prime made sense because it was free second day shipping, when you would always get that. But a lot of times now you don't. And
no, I will say in the past year, I've had several packages delayed, just gone missing. The other day, to give a very specific example, I bought Ghost of Tsushima PS5 game. I was supposed to get here Saturday. I was supposed to get here Friday. It arrived here today. Now, is that a big deal? No, obviously not. But the point is I'm paying for Prime to get, at most 2 days. So what am I paying for exactly?
This might be the wrong time to raise Prime because, maybe the shipping thing is because of COVID and it's going to get better.
Sure.
Or supply chain or whatever excuse you want to use.
Sure.
But this is now, and this is when you're raising it. By the way, Yahoo Finance, actually Bloomberg, pointed out that almost half, a little more than half, 52% of Amazon Prime members are monthly members. So they're going to $180 a year, which really makes you wonder, is it worth the money?
I would just advise folks to really look, get a calculator and see where your money is going every month, because it may not be worth it, depending, and it may not be worth it if you just tweak your things a little. It's like, oh well, if I shop over here, or if I tweak my shopping habits this way, you can make this so that it works for you. You don't have to be beholden to any willy-nilly price increase. I do encourage folks to take the time to look at this stuff, because it's important. And these companies, they don't care, I guess, even though they're making money hand over fist. No one's looking out for you. So that's my rant with the Prime pricing.
And by the way, I am an NFL fan, and I actually would pay Amazon not to do Thursday Night Football. Keep it on CBS and ESPN. Amazon.
That was a huge request.
They do a terrible job. They do a terrible job.
Yeah, they were saying, a lot of folks were saying, can you just maybe there needs to be 2 tiers of Prime service. One where it's just the Prime shipping as it used to be back in the day.
Yes.
And then one with all Prime Plus called with all this other stuff. Okay, great. But a lot of folks are literally just here for the free 2-day shipping. And now Prime is all this value, all this stuff. It's like, well, I don't use this stuff. Why am I paying for it? People just get frustrated, and it's highly understandable.
The change goes into effect February 18th if you're a new subscriber. If you're an existing Prime subscriber, renew now, because if you renew after March 25th, that's when it goes up. So if you can renew now, you'll save that $20. It's not about the $20. It's really about thinking about, well, what am I getting for what is now more than $10 a month? That's a lot of money.
My question
is bundled in there?
Oh, that's the other question.
Everything.
Who the hell knows? It's a lot of stuff.
Who's running Amazon PR? How did anyone inside Amazon allow this to be rolled out as part of the earnings announcement?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
we made $141 billion this quarter. And by the way, Amazon profits were $14.3 billion in the quarter. It's a $1 trillion company now. Oh, and by the way, we want more money from you.
So tone deaf, and think of all the union organizers who are going to say, look at how much money Amazon reported making, and they're raising the price on Prime. And what are they, what are they giving you?
Amazon's PR is not great. Remember how they fumbled the sidewalk announcement and got everybody to say, oh, I don't want that. Maybe they're not the most accomplished in the world.
They spend all this time fighting with reporters. There's actually a team that is devoted to, asking for corrections, whether or not a correction is merited. And if they, and they're not doing their job. They're not doing their job of presenting a positive image of Amazon
is that a hangover from Bezos, who was pretty combative? I remember his ex Mackenzie writing a nasty review of the Amazon book, The Everything Store, putting it on Amazon. I think Bezos is kind of combative. I wonder if Andy Jassy, the new CEO, will maybe tone that down a little bit. It's not a good. Here we are, tech journalists, so obviously we don't like it, but it's not a good look to get in fights with people who buy ink by the barrel, as they say. What do you get? I don't know. What do you get? You get maybe 2-day delivery. Prime Video, which is pretty good. Somebody in the chat room Captain J is saying, well, you should just drop your Netflix and that'll make up the difference. The problem is not everything's on Amazon Prime. There's stuff on Netflix that you want to see. In fact, Amazon Prime, of all of the streaming services, maybe I don't know, is that one of the, I guess if you like The Expanse, there's good stuff on there, I guess.
That was a big show that people like. They also do include, to their credit, currently they include free unlimited photo storage.
You get
that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, maybe I'll go all in on Amazon.
Now, do you get your music free? No, you still pay for your music with Amazon Prime.
They have Amazon Music. They have kind of like a thin tier that is free with
2
Prime.
million songs.
If you want the real service with 70 million songs and hi-fi, you have to pay for Music Unlimited, which if you have Prime is $7.99 a month, which is
That's
less
not bad.
than it's less than the $9.99 for Apple Music. Qobuz, which is a smaller service, which is hi-fi, that's like $12 a month. So it is, you also get like random magazines, the February issue of, I don't know, Business Week or like Food Network magazine, which is like cool. I'm not opposed to that, but it just feels so random and like it's just on a website, like a list of like PDFs.
It's the same thing with the
yeah.
books. You get the Kindle Unlimited, but it's like I don't know what kind of books are on there.
Right. You don't get Audible. You don't get Comixology.
No.
And they could have very easily like lowered the price of Amazon Music Prime or like rolled out, you're getting this much more, free tiers, or like we're boosting what's on Prime Video. Like they didn't package it with any benefit to the consumer.
I think this is
cancel my Prime.
See, I think this is a test. I think Amazon's curious. They know that for some people, this will trigger like Dan or Nicholas, trigger a re-examination.
Yeah.
And they're curious, well, how price sensitive are people to these subscriptions? How far can we push? In the Everything store, or maybe it's his successor to that, Amazon Unbound. I think it's in the Everything store. He talked, which is both books are great about Amazon. He talks about the pricing of Amazon Prime, and they had no idea what to charge. They just pulled the number out of thin air. They had no idea what it would cost them. There was actually a significant risk it would be a big money loser, that a 2-day shipping would end up costing much more. Turned out to not be the case. It was a huge success. It was probably the most successful membership club since Costco.
This is a changing of norms, or at least pushing norms in a particular direction to test the boundaries.
That's what I think. Now, maybe I'm a cynical guy. I have read, it's Brad Stone, by the way, both of those books, which are fascinating studies in business and psychology. And a lot of what at least Jeff Bezos would do would be like that. Well, let's see what if we change it $20. Let's see what happens. See if Dan Patterson notices.
So Leo, you're saying that they sat around in their Seattle headquarters and said, "Why don't we make this announcement as ham-handed a fashion as possible, and see if
anybody notices."
Yeah,
that's why their PR is so defensive. They're like, "Damn it, I gotta sell this."
How about Prime Day? That's pretty successful, and then that's probably a driver. Maybe that'll be the time to announce this Prime Day instead of during your earnings call. I'm here on the Prime website on Amazon. I'm going to press Explore My Benefits. Here's a page that probably not many people go to. Free 2-day, free 1-day, free same-day, free ultra-fast grocery, prescription delivery, release date delivery, no rush shipping, Amazon Day. That's the one where you pick a day and all of your stuff comes on the same day.
Yeah.
Which I guess that eliminates truck emissions. I'm not Key by Amazon, where you give the driver your garage door key and they leave your package inside. Prime Video channels, Amazon Music Prime, discount on Amazon Music Unlimited, Prime Gaming. What's that?
I think you get like free DLC for certain game, which is my huge free time is gaming, but like
free in-game content,
Luna, though, right?
No, something else.
No, Luna's separate. Yeah.
Amazon Photos, which is a good deal. That's free, unlimited. Well, not free, but included with membership, unlimited full resolution photo storage. Google charges for that now.
Yeah.
Amazon Kids Plus. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but there's
it's a lot of stuff.
Like the Whole Foods, savings. It's no longer whole paycheck if you have Prime.
See,
it's pretty substantial. So all they had to do was say like, oh, and by the way, we're going to give you $20 off $100 at Whole Foods for your first year to offset the increase, which they could easily have done.
I think they got that in their back pocket. They're saying, let's see what happens. And then if Dan Patterson quits, we're going to give you $20. Let's just see. Do you actually take out your phone and scan your Amazon Prime code when you're at whole paycheck?
I do. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I can't. I guess I should. Does it save you a lot
I do
of money?
the Amazon Go thing too.
Oh, do you?
You probably don't have those up in.
No, we don't have
up
them.
the North Bay.
No. Yeah. All right. You also get Prime exclusive shipping benefits on Woot.
Amazon owns so many
They
things.
own everything.
They own like Fabric.com. They, Zappos. They own like a lot
Zappos,
of random.
you get free
sites.
shipping, free upgraded shipping at Zappos. So maybe this is like, I'm not going to quit because they're going to buy everything eventually, and I want to keep my membership.
There's also the Prime Visa card, which I do have, which, it's 5% cash back in anything bought via Amazon.com. So I use that. And if you're not a Prime member, that drops to 3%. So I'm further incentivized to shop from Amazon, which I
make your money.
I don't especially mind, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, where's my money going here? I don't,
And if you had to put it all together yourself, I think that might be hard to do.